just gonna hop back up to the front office and wait for these guys.
Alright, sir. Might as well accompany you and give you some,
Some company.
Some company.
Some accompaniment.
Just remember, if you're bored, it's always good to have a friend if you're bored, because other people will be bored.
It's true. Yeah, being bored together. Start bouncing off ideas with each other. Dude, I don't tell many people this, but before I became a cop, I got taken hostage. And they were robbing the big bank, and that shit takes forever. Me and the guy that had a gun to my head sat there and talked about making different styles of Crocs. It was pretty awesome. We talked about,
the shoes.
Yeah, like the shoes. Yeah, how about you can put them like in turbo mode or 4x4, some people like to say.
Hell yeah.
So you remember those those wheelies? Where they got like the little wheels in the bottom and the heels?
Sir, do you not value your ankles?
Anyways, this is all hypothetical, right? So we're talking about putting wheelies in these freaking Crocs and like little fans on the back of them that spin while you're wheeling and just like, flares and stuff like that. It was honestly a really interesting conversation. It made me forget that I had a gun held to my head, so.
You talk about like when the wheels are spinning, like a little propeller in the back.
The little propeller in the back? Yeah, making it like turbo mode, you know what I mean?
So not only are you scooting forward, you're getting pushed forward.
Exactly. So you get it.
Of course I get it. I love Crocs.
Crocs are the best. You should honestly get some police-issued Crocs.
They just so expensive now. I mean, before they were like a $10 shoe, now they're $50.
Yeah, it's because of idiocracy.
Yeah, that's actually the whole backstory to it with the black jersey and all.
Yeah.
Just wanted a bunch of like shoes that no one would buy, and then
Mm-hmm.
So his movie is a prophecy, and that's coming true.
Oh my God, that whole thing is coming true. It's bad.
I mean, on the bright side, we'll all be gone by the time that happens, though.
Who this here?
This is Brandon White.
Like your hair, sir.
I like
God
yours,
damn.
man.
Business in
Hell
the
yeah.
front, party in the back, gentlemen. Holy shit.
Hey, you know that song?
Maybe.
I went to school with the guy that made that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, his name's Jace Davey.
Oh, shit, okay. So, I'm not sure what Curtis did earlier.
You can check my pocket. All he did is got me the uniform and filled my pockets with everything that he had.
Yeah, so that's like a huge no-no.
Okay.
So I've already discussed Curtis with that because, as of right now, I know you've been like hired onto the police force, but you haven't been hired on at DOC.
Yeah.
So like having the uniform on and like that sort of stuff it's just not proper ways, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I understand now, but at first I was like, all right, because I forget who hired me, but he was like, just go down to DOC when someone's there and they'll get you ready. And I was like, okay.
Oh, those are your pockets, sorry. I'm trying to check his pocket. Okay. Well, I mean, this is going to make it...
Paperwork, it's at the bottom.
No. You can keep that. I don't need that anymore. Where did you get a shotgun from? Hey, is this the other guy we're waiting for?
Yeah, Corn Cob.
Let's go, bro. Come on in, sir.
What up, Corn Cob?
What's going on? How you doing?
Not too much. All right, guys. I'm Leroy Jenkins. I'm going to give you a lot of information really freaking fast so we can get you guys off to Academy. So follow me here. And then once you guys get done with Academy, we'll go over the...
Oh, I got stuck.
And all that.
Yeah, was I supposed to dress up or something before I got here?
Not right now, sir.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, he'll get you situated when he's done doing the tour.
Fantastic, I like it. Well-oiled machine.
Something like that.
Our 100%.
I heard the hesitation.
Yes, sir.
Wait, hold on. There we go. My brain almost exploded there for a second. Okay. You are 102. Florida man.
Yes, sir.
You're back.
Yes, sir.
What happened, dude? I blacked out.
I have no idea, sir. I was looking at my second pair of eyes, and this happened.
Oh, what's up, dude? Welcome back.
Hey, yes, sir. I think David Blaine had his way with me. That was impressive.
Yeah, I think that was a citywide thing there.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sit down for a week, but I'm ready to work.
Oh.
More of a Chris Angel fan.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. Yeah, Chris Angel. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that if you don't want to.
Yeah, no, I would rather not. You know, my name's Corn Cob.
Yeah.
I'd rather, yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's fine.
Hey, I got a pipe named after you.
What?
Sir, you need to
Corn
settle
cob
down
pipe.
right now, sir.
The corn cob pipe. What are you talking
Sir, I'm gonna need you to settle down.
about? All right, that's all
All
right.
right. So you guys are hired on. I think Academy's still happening. I'm in contact with him right now. I think they're like 30-minute timer reset, so we'll see. So we got you guys hired on. You guys got radios on you?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me
If
look.
you don't have a radio, we can go to the armory next. Okay,
I
go into
do
settings.
not.
No worries. Go into your settings, set your call sign there, and then just put your radio back in your pocket, and then you can flex your F1, go to radio tax, and then DOC.
Reflects my what?
Your radial muscle. Most people, it's F1. Perfect. And then do you guys have access to your MDTs? Flex your L muscle. Okay. Go up to the little wrench up top there, and then you'll set your call sign in there as well.
No close vehicle. I hit my L
You gotta
muscle.
pull your phone out, go on duty.
Copy that.
Yeah, go to services, add-ons, go
You
on
say
duty.
MDT or the which one?
So your L muscle is like your dispatch MDT.
Yeah, I don't got one of those. I don't know. I already earlier tried to rekey it, or remuscle it, and
Just
it still won't open up.
I think it's think/dispatch large.
Okay, so actions and go on duty.
Go on duty, correct? Yeah.
Copy that.
Okay, that's your
All
L
right.
muscle there, sir. Corn.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, go up to the little wrench up top. Set your call sign in there.
Yeah,
Brandon,
it's not. I just thought about it too, and it's still not letting me put it in.
what is it? Does it give you a prompt at all of what it says?
No, and it pops up right here. I click it, flex my enter, and then nothing pops up.
Is that put call sign on foot?
Yeah, don't worry about like
Copy
setting on foot patrol, any of that stuff. Okay, well, think /MDT. Does that open up for you?
Yeah, MDT does.
Okay. As long as we got that for right now, we can worry about the dispatch thing after Academy. That's just for like call signs on like your cars and stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, first step, always make sure we close and lock doors behind us.
Yes, sir.
Luckily, the prison has kind of calmed down recently, but we had like a solid 3 weeks. A couple of our blueberries decided to fuck around and find out with some of the gangs. And, you know, we just kind of got harassed for a while. So we had to stand on business.
What's the flex muscle for locking?
E.
E.
Same as
Copy
opening,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, make sure you guys are also clocked in on the email as well.
Yeah, I just did that.
All right.
Yeah, we were going through that in DOC chat.
Oh,
while we were
okay.
all
All
trying
right.
to-
All right.
At least
Sorry
we can
about
just
that, gents.
keep
I
the
wanted to test
process.
it out real quick.
Yeah, no worries. Test away, man. You'll have plenty of time to test it. The rest of your life.
I think that thing hates me. I keep getting stuck.
Yeah, when you walk over to it, walk back a little bit, and it should be there on him.
say, even though that he got in trouble for doing what he did, he's very useful.
Well, he's not as much as in trouble as just I need to have a conversation with him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like mistakes happen, shit happens, but that's
Let me give
not
that to
his
him because you just gave
responsibility.
that to me.
Oh, you already got one. Okay, yeah. And you got ammo?
Oh yeah, I got a couple.
Okay. Yeah, each one of those is a full clip, so it holds 8.
Corn stew.
Yeah, hold on, Corn. He's handing you a shotgun real quick, and I'm gonna hand you some ammunition for it.
Copy that.
All right, next step, go ahead and step up to the locker here, third eye. You're gonna go change work clothes, and then in the Discordia DOC chat,
Well, it's happening again. Big old headache here, guys.
because you got like the same exact hair. I love this, by the way.
Ain't gonna be a big old headache.
If you're talking here,
Sorry, sir.
please stop.
Well, all right, all right, all right.
Give it another 5 minutes.
I know, right? There we go. Now I can talk.
Let's get as much done as we can in the meantime, man.
What? Now you were telling me about the locker, the outfit.
Yeah, so in DOC chat, I posted a import code in there. You can go ahead and copy that, and then you're going to walk up to the lockers here, change work clothing, and then you go to import outfit. And you'll be able to post or paste that code into there.
Overcome with excitement at the thought of their release, she shares the news with
You guys
6F,
there?
telling him that his turn for
Oh, yeah.
freedom will come soon.
Okay.
Sensing
okay.
an opportunity, 6F
I was
pretends that
having a
2F
bad headache.
has sinister intentions and plans to kill him. He puts on a desperate act, pleading with 5F to release.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like it's gonna happen again. It's happening again.
And welcome to Open Boosters! Here we go with something we probably will never ever see again on this channel, unless, of course, I change my mind in the future. Here we go. It is an alpha starter. Oh, fantasticness. We have not opened this in a long time. But I'm here with several guests. Oh, yes, the guestiness. Everybody's here. There's Power 9 Quest. There's Nathan. There's so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've got his sleeves.
All right. That's how I.
28 years of history.
Yes. We have now. It's not worth $100 grand anymore.
It might be worth 500 grand.
Oh my god.
Who knows?
All right.
Oh my
Here
god.
we go.
I don't have the stomach for this, man.
You don't.
Oh, you gotta open this carefully.
I know.
Oh,
We're good. We're good. I'm just.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
so that's the
Seal.
So here we go.
Wow.
There it has been released.
Wow.
No one has seen the rare yet, but I gotta card it. Wait, what the deuce? Oh, there are the sleeves. Okay. All right, here we go. Rare's in the front, so no peeking, guys. Oh, I gotta get up in here.
Get all up in this alpha bit.
I haven't done this in a long time.
Ah, stranger. I'm just kidding.
Well, I can tell if it's gonna happen again.
You having head issues already?
Nah, I put some numbers in my eyes.
Hmm.
Typically, if those numbers go up, then get bad.
I gotta say, I was just happy I was able to put on my uniform. That was a plus.
Yeah, you look kind of cute over there, not gonna lie.
I know, baby. It's okay. It's okay.
But you ain't got a mullet, though. You see these?
Oh, yeah. Business in the front, party in the back.
I was just telling these guys. I went to school with the guy that made that song.
Ah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. No mullet here. Nah. I'm prisoners will be like, damn, he's too damn good looking. We can't attack him. I'll be like, that's fucking right.
That's why
That's
I got a
fucking
mullet.
right.
See his mustache? 50-cent rides.
They see us walking towards them, they know we mean business. But as soon as we turn away and run, oh, he's ready to party.
Yeah, maybe I'll grow a mustache. Who knows? I don't know though. Then it'll look more like a molestache.
Yeah, keep what you got.
Yeah,
Just don't go to Subway.
I got that reference. Okay, did I miss doing anything in particular? I hit my F. We'll stab you.
Hit your F1.
Yeah, I hit my F1.
Go to radio tax.
Yep, did that.
And go to DOC.
Did that. And make sure are you on duty?
I am on duty.
I had to make sure that I was on duty. It keeps resetting when I get a headache.
Yeah, you're not on the right radio over there. Is your radio on?
Wait a minute. Oh, there goes my headache again. Oh, I don't have a radio. That might be it.
Yeah,
That's right. Was going to get one in the armory.
Yeah.
Well, sir, do you think you could guide me to the armory? That way I can get my radio?
Oh, yeah, we're going to wait for Leroy, because he's going to fly in
Oh,
right
copy
now,
that.
So,
Copy that.
because he's got a lot of stuff he's got to show you guys. And we still got to wonder if the academy is going to happen tonight as well.
Hey, if he comes back, I gotta go in my head for a quick second. But I know you guys gotta go and grab him with guns and stuff.
There you go.
Oh, he right here. I'll just wait then. I'll make my way to the room with you guys, and I gotta go in my head for a quick second.
Let's do it.
Nope. After you. Yep.
Stay after me. You trying to walk through it?
Nope. You're meant to stay here. You'll never leave.
Nuh-uh. Get me the hell out of here.
Jesus, I ran into the fence.
All right, y'all. So this is our visitation room here. So a couple. It can only happen during the daytime. Visitation lasts for 10 minutes, and we need 4 officers for it. So 2 officers are going to go out, grab our visitor, make sure we search him on the way in. We can also let them know, like, hey, if you have any weapons or anything like that on you, go put box your car now, or we'll be taken from you. So make sure we search them. They don't got anything. We go out to the yard with the other 2 officers. We grab the inmate from the yard. We cuff him, bring him into the visitation area. We want to give them space so they can be able to, talk freely. We don't need to be breathing down their necks. After the 10 minutes, we'll again search into both individuals on their way out, and then bring the visitor out to the front desk to let them go, and then bring the inmate back out to the yard.
Okay.
Copy that.
Yeah, 10 minutes only during the daytime. Also, if you don't have enough officers, that's another one that we can be like, hey, we don't have visitation happening right now.
Sounds good.
Behind this door here, we got no inmates right now, so we can come out here real quick. Behind this door, this is our medical bay. So this door stays locked no matter what. These 2 doors right here should remain unlocked just in case inmates have to get medical attention. This door here as well. In the case of a scene we have going on, we are able to lock down this area to be able to, get proper people medical before we have to deal with whatever might be on the other side. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Just make sure you lock that. I've been surprised a few times with a couple inmates in there, and it's like, what's going on, guys?
Hey, while you get him ready really quick, can I just go in my head for a quick second?
Absolutely not. Yeah, of course.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and step up to this gentleman here, third eye him, and then gonna have to purchase yourself is your pistol. Everything else is provided by PD, so make sure you grab a pistol and some ammo. I don't ever keep more than 10 of anything not labeled PD on you. So like IFAKs, ammos, things like that. I keep 5 or 6. If I need 70 rounds, to deal with a scene, I probably need to go to the range and work on my aim. You know what I mean?
Oh, I can't even purchase one. I ain't got enough money.
Here, I'll buy you a pistol. Everything else is free, so grab ammo. Grab like 5 or 6 ammo. Make sure you get a stun gun, 5 or 6 cartridges, like 2 handcuffs, PD armor. You can grab a radio, 5 or 6 medkits and IFAKs. And then let me know when you get all that, and we'll continue down the list. I'll give you your pistol in the meantime.
Fuck DLC.
But
I had some offer letters for you guys.
10-9?
Got some offer letters for you guys.
10-4. Yeah, I'm giving 2 partial tour right now so we can get them there for Academy.
10-4, I'm way up at the paperwork.
10-4.
Thought we weren't doing them
Full
anymore.
zone armor. One
I believe Cash is
I keep like 5 or
importing them
6.
again, so...
copy.
Alright.
Good to know. All right, thank you.
All right, sir. If you would do a quick check, I want to make sure that I'm good to go.
Oh boy.
Yep.
I don't know why I
Good
have
I'm
stuff.
about to
balls and
fucking
shit, but-
lose it.
Oh, that's all from before I got here. I was trying to collect some materials to sell. I just needed money.
You need a stun gun to go with those cartridges.
Oh, I thought I grabbed one. Copy.
And then make sure you grab a baton as well. Yeah, anything labeled PD cannot be taken off from you, and I guess I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Steady hand.
We're saying.
Well, I'm gonna have to go back in.
Oh. Oh, well,
You don't like data?
I didn't see.
like data. All right, here we go. Oh, holy crap! This is centered.
Noise.
Oh boy, that's.
Oh my God, it is centered.
It is.
Oh boy.
Yes, it is.
Holy crap! I don't think I've ever opened centered cards.
Oh boy. Here we
From
go.
Alpha, that's Spell Blast, everybody.
Oh boy. These are sent. These
Yeah,
are
now
nice.
I'm. Oh my
Ooh.
gosh, that's a regeneration, and it is also centered. Yeah, now I'm shaking. Oh my God! But how? Oh.
Look at that.
Wow, Quentin Hoover classic.
We're looking at a sheet right now, tracking it.
And that is
He's on.
beautiful.
Oh.
My.
Look at that centering. Mm.
This card raw is like $600. That's raw.
And there's my beautiful Sunset Island, my favorite of the artwork island.
That's gonna be the pestilence. Jeez. Okay, we're expecting pestilence.
And we're back to centering. Okay, let's hope this next one's centered too. Yeah, baby!
Single.
It is centered! Yes!
Wow.
Look at that! It's centered! Yeah! Thank you, Swamp, for making the sinkhole centered. Because that's going to be an expensive 10. Planes.
Banding.
Oh.
Got banding.
That's right. Rudy suggests drafting this all day long.
Only banding. Oh! Lightning bolt! Look at that.
Boom, baby! Not centered, dang it. But it's a 9.5 centering, I hope.
Holy
But it is a bolt nonetheless. The boltiness of the
Wow.
bolts.
Wow, okay.
Just
a little bit. You want?
Boom. Swamp. Everybody loves swamp. Yeah, swamp. Oh, no cheers.
No.
You got a bolt and a sinkhole.
Yeah.
A bolt
This
and
is
a
the best.
sinkhole
This is
already.
actually the best common section.
And a disenchant, yeah.
Plains. Right there.
And
Lots of
Earthbind.
plains.
All right, 5 more commons, guys. 5.
Holy
Five
smokes.
more commons until the end. Forest.
You've had every good common except what? Like Land of War Elves? Like everything else is here?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mountain.
Wow. Gloom, okay.
Yeah, babe.
There it is.
Icy manipulator.
Icy, baby.
Oh, that's a good centering too.
Ooh.
Alpha.
That is perfect centering. Icy manipulator. Do you feel manipulated when I tap you? Do you like it when I tap you like that?
Damn.
Sorry.
Damn.
All right, here we go.
Wow.
First,
Rare.
Oh,
alpha,
God.
rare.
Okay, come on. Hey, that's good. That's really good.
Very
That's a
off-center,
great card.
but it is good. Illusionary mask.
Are you kidding me? That's, you know how expensive that is?
I do not.
Okay.
Yep. And then, come on.
You're a lazy.
Oh, the laciness of it all.
Did you steal my fucking can of beans?
Yeah.
Did I steal your beans?
Yeah, did you steal my cup of beans?
I mean, how could someone resist?
That's a good question. All right, you got it. What do you call a horse that's got his life together?
A horse that has his life together.
Mm-hmm.
Elmer?
Stable.
All right.
All right. All right, 12 times the charm. Let's go.
All right. Hey, you believe this dirtbag stole my can of beans?
I mean, he just left me in. I just didn't want him to go to waste.
It's messed up. You stole this man's beans?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't here, so, I mean,
That's crazy.
technically these theft, however, they were delicious.
That's all right. You got a mullet. I'll let it slide.
Now, if only I can make this mud that's like beans.
Beans and bacon.
I think he uses beans as conditioner. You're good, man.
I love it. So I feel like I want to put this out there. Me and Mr. Mullet Man, we gotta be partners for life.
Depends on where you going. I'm going to the Rangers.
The park rangers?
Yeah.
Me too. Oh shit.
All right.
Mullet men for life. You see what I'm saying? Jenkins, this is just meant to be.
No, I was already going to ask if you guys had the same daddy.
No, my
Well,
pappy's named Georgia Man.
Georgia.
Georgia Man, yeah.
I don't know my dad. My mom named Boo Boo.
Yeah, just waiting on the other guy now. As far as I'm aware, Academy's still being held.
All right.
What time now?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to take you guys to MRPD whenever we get down here.
Hopefully soon, because I got them nightmares and such.
Mm-hmm. It's all up to the gods, man.
Holy shit.
All right, did you get your stun gun and baton?
You taking the academy too?
Me? Yeah, I'm taking it again.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think your voice box. I think you might have to cycle your ears. Your voice box isn't working.
Okay, how about now?
There we go.
Nice. Okay, yeah, some of the stuff didn't transfer over. Okay.
I want to look at this thing. This thing is sexy. Now, is there a buckshot in here?
Nope, gonna be a beanbag.
Damn, nigga put slugs in that.
I mean, it's a squishy slug.
True. I got a question for you, Leroy.
Yeah, what's up?
Who the hell is Moose Sakataka Bash Huda?
It's a Saskaboosh?
There you go, that one.
Yeah, that's the warden.
Oh, all right. Saskabooch it is. Jesus.
So you can see call signs closer to 500 is like higher up in chain of command.
All right. Only 54 or 44 away.
So why I have you here, and he's setting up his muscles and stuff. So chain of command's a big thing here. If you guys have problems or anything, like go to the next available rank. Obviously, if it's a big enough problem, move up to the head. Like I'm deputy warden, and then Moose is warden, and then we got Becker. He's on LOA right now. He's our DC. So we're pretty open book policy. If you guys have questions, concerned about anything, feel free to come and talk to us about it. Just make sure we work up the chain.
All right.
Copy that.
What's up, Moose?
How about you?
Just hoping the city is okay now. But I'm doing a partial tour with these guys. I'm about to bring them down for Academy and MRPD, and then I guess Jimmy said he's got some more coming up.
Sir, you might check me one more time. Just want to make sure I still got everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know that good old yeah. Bad headache. Got too drunk.
Shouldn't be drinking on duty. It's wild.
I know, right?
See, if we're gonna do this right, we got.
Yeah, it looks like you got everything.
Yeah.
What's the flex for radio?
You'll have to go into your pockets to use it to like bring it out, and go into settings.
Copy.
And then set your call sign in there, and then you can put your radio back in your pocket. And your call sign is 551.
How you doing, Moose? I'm Brandon.
How bad you?
Not too bad.
Okay, put it back in your pocket, and then flex your radial. It's usually F1. Go to radio tax, and then DOC. Perfect. You might have to go to a different TAC and then come back just so it sets the call sign, because you might see it disappear here.
Okay. Yeah, I see it up in the radio members right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you happen to notice that it disappears, just like turn your radio off, turn it on, and just rejoin the TAC. And then let's go get you gentlemen down to MRPD, and we'll do the tour once you guys get done. Hey, Florida, you want to bring these guys with you? And then if y'all happen to need another car, I can bring another one down for y'all.
Yeah, so they both get in my car?
Yeah.
Right,
Just take them both with you. You're going to MRPD. You know where the meeting room is?
Yes, sir. Third floor.
Okay. You're going the wrong way, though.
I know where MRPD is, though, at least.
That's good.
You ever have stuff stays up?
Not usually.
For some reason I am.
What's up, man?
The fuck do you look like?
Jimmy. Oh, gentlemen. Oh, Jimmy, can I get another printer? Somebody stole my printer.
Ask Moose. I'm sure Moose has plenty in the boss menu.
There was a couple up on the computer. I don't know if they're still there.
Okay, so I have to get these guys documents again since that's what we're doing.
So you want me to go get a car and head over to MRPD?
Yeah, go get a car. You two head off to Academy.
I got documents on me if you want them.
No, we'll deal with that when you get back.
about done with this headache. This headache ain't helped me.
Alright, so right here is where you pull the vehicles. Right now, where the only vehicles we're allowed to take out is the Vic
Crown
and
Vic and the bus.
and the bus. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull up a vehicle and y'all gonna get inside. Alright, what is going on here? Anyone know how to not, steal with your mouse muzzle?
I think you gotta think about window and click back in.
Ah, there we go. Alright, everyone bucket up.
Yes, sir.
Good to go?
Y'all know the 10 codes?
I'm from a different place, so
yeah, they're gonna be
probably a little
different.
different.
Yeah.
Alright, so you just go hit me on the radio. 554 plus 2 1097 to Mobility.
Yeah, I have no doubt that the other city that I was from had different codes.
Yeah, because a 1038 would be a traffic stop for me.
Yeah, the harder part is I haven't been a law enforcement officer for a long time. At least everything will start coming together.
I just have to learn my 10 codes again.
10 codes definitely gotta burn through. But last time I was at LEO was, goodness, I don't know, probably 5 years ago.
Yeah, see, mine was not too long ago, but like I said, it's all different.
554 plus 2 1023 in Mobility.
Nope, that can't do.
What?
Oh, flex muscles.
Mm.
Having the problem.
All right, you guys, come on up closer.
Yeah, why y'all in
Go
the
ahead and
back?
sit in these tables right in front, right here, so that way you guys can hear me.
Move out the way. I gotta change my radio tech.
Do what?
I gotta change the radio tech.
Yep. All right, if you guys haven't done so already, please go on your radios and please go to channel 911.6. All right. Everyone on radio, one at a time, call that you are 10-8 on the radio and with your name and badge number. Or no, sorry, just your badge number.
Dispatch show 544-10-8.
Hey, gentlemen. 554-10-8.
Okay, let's throw 911.7. 911.7. I think they're using this guy for something. I think this is a Secret Service tech as
Oh,
well.
starting to get a headache now.
My bad, sir.
Oh no, it's me. For some reason, I'm starting to get a
Clyde,
headache.
you had a EMS person looking for you because they couldn't attend their Secret Service EMS interview that they had with you.
All right, so 911.7 is what we're on, guys.
Already.
What was the channel again, man?
911.7. All right, so Florida Man and Brandon, you guys have already done yours. I need Corn. I need you to call your badge number and that you are 10-8. Okay, that did not transmit, so let's try that again. Okay, is it just me that can't hear him on radio?
Nah, I didn't hear him either.
I think his voice box is all messed up
Corn,
due to those
let's
headaches.
go ahead and try to go into your... I'm going to go over here
Cycle.
real quick. So let's go into your settings, okay? We're going to go to voice chat, all right? I want you to make sure that your system output is on the ears that you use and that your microphone is on the voice box that you use, okay?
Yep, got it.
All right, let's try that transmission again. No. Okay, so then it might be the radio. Settings.
You able to talk without your radio?
Yeah, he can talk without his radio.
Yeah, you hear me okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone got any ideas?
Turn your radio on and turn it back off.
Yeah.
Off and on.
Check what you put your muscle to for your radio.
I mean, the muscle works, it's keying up, but the voice isn't coming through.
If he's headaching too, sometimes it doesn't come through.
When you're ready, go ahead and
No,
try that
now I
transmission.
can't even. I may have to fly out and fly back in.
All right, we will wait for you, so go ahead and do that real quick.
Copy.
If it's not one thing, it's another, I swear.
Yep.
That's called life.
Ain't that the fucking truth? Alright, real quick while I got you two here, do you guys have any prior LEO experience?
Yeah, I've been at previous places for about 3 years.
Okay. What was your highest rank received?
Corporal.
Corporal. Okay. And you, sir, to the left of him?
Yeah, Florida man. I don't have any Leo, but I have some family members that are in EMS.
Okay. So EMS is going to be very different to LEO. So EMS, obviously, you guys only get called when there is medical that is needing to be provided, correct?
Sounds about right, yep.
Okay. So we follow a different kind of procedure and RTO. Do you know what RTO stands for?
RTO? Nope.
Okay. So RTO is basically radio transmission etiquette. Okay. I'll obviously be going more in depth with this as we continue day one, but just know that it is going to be different than what you are used to. Okay.
Sounds good. I mean, I also have, in-head experience on this stuff, but yeah, we can go either way.
Perfect. I mean, the more experience, the better, right?
The only thing is all the different 10 codes. They're all, mixed match what I know, all that stuff.
So and I will get into that today, but just know that the main primary 10 codes that we use obviously is going to be 10-4, 10-9, 10-8, 10-7, 10-41, 10-42, 10-32, 10-97, and 10-99, and 10-95, primarily.
Yeah, I got a little cheat sheet going on right now.
Perfect. And then obviously we will use code 0 as basically a head pop. Then obviously, if I remember correctly, code 5 is standard across the board as a felony stop. So, hey, we got him back.
All right. Everybody hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Let's
Go ahead and key up. Let's go ahead and get that radio transmission up, and let's see if it works.
Copy that.
Where is Leroy?
Yeah, I was just repairing real quick.
I don't think he flew in yet. No, he's at DLC right now.
Well, damn him.
Yeah, before we left, he was talking to Moose and Jimmy about getting some paperwork done.
All right, let me call him real quick. Hey, are you coming down here to Academy? Copy. All right, well, I got 4 of your recruits here. Am I supposed to be expecting any others? Okay, perfect. All right,
No, brother, that didn't work.
Trying to take notes.
All right, I appreciate it. If you need anything, let me know. All right, thank you. Okay, so I did not hear that radio transmission at all. Ma'am, just to let you know, we are on radio 911.7.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Warren, we're after Academy, get with one of us, and we will try to get your radio working. Okay?
Copy that.
If I recall, I think it did work at the DOC, so it might just be somewhere on these headaches for him.
All right. Let's just go around the room real quick and kind of introduce ourselves, starting from my left to right.
Oh, that me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm Brandon White. Just a local country boy.
Okay, and what department are you going to be transferring to once you get out of DOC?
I'm going to go up to the park rangers.
Okay. And what do you hope to achieve at Park Rangers?
I want to be, the best and just make my way up the ranks and teach people that wrongs from rights.
I like you, Daddy.
All right, perfect. All right, the gentleman next to him.
Name's Florida Man. I was conceived in Florida. I'm a country boy. I like to, go out, go fishing in the swamp and such.
Okay.
I'm going to the Parks Department as well for Rangers.
Okay.
I hope to achieve, catching people poaching and doing such they shouldn't to animals. Conservation is key. We can take what we want, but we can't take over more.
Perfect. I love it. All right, you, sir, on the other table.
Name's Corncob. Yeah, I know. It's Corncob. I was brought up in the middle of nowhere in Ohio, and transferring after this to BCSO, hoping to make a big difference up there. Remind people, copy that. Help remind people that just because it's out in the boondocks don't mean that you can get away with anything.
Okay, perfect. I like it. And then, ma'am in the corner.
I'm Sienna Reese. I'm going to be going to Troopers, and I'm hoping that I can just build, a good friendship and make sure everyone stays safe on the highways,
Perfect. I love it. All right. By a show of hands, how many of you have prior LEO experience?
Oh.
If you need to, just point. Perfect. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Does everyone have their SOPs open?
Yes, man.
I can't. 1 second. I apologize.
Okay. If you guys can get that open, I am going to kind of be going through it, okay? There are going to be some things that might not be in our SOPs that are going to be implemented that I will be talking about during this Day 1 Academy, okay?
All right.
Okay. Let me know when everyone has it open and we will get started.
Copy that. Got it open.
On a side question here, I have nightmares in the morning. How long does this normally take?
I'm expecting probably 2 to 3 hours. If you have to leave earlier, please let me know, and we can try to schedule a half-day academy for you to get caught up.
All right, is this for the whole academy?
If you go into Discordia and you go to the LEO portal, it should be in there.
Hello, excuse me.
Yes.
I'm upstairs. I'm a new recruit. I was wondering if I'd be able to attend the academy.
Jonas, can you take care of that for me?
Ma'am, for some reason, trying to open up the SOP and maintain visual and audio is not working together for me. In case anybody happens to have a head plan for that.
So, I have an idea, if you're ready for it. Do you have a handheld device in eyes?
That I do.
Alright, let's go ahead and try to use that then.
So,
will that work?
I had my interview today and it
Copy
was
that.
accepted.
Do what,
realized
Miss Reeves?
the city was having
For
issues
the
earlier,
SOPs, I don't
but I wasn't sure if
Okay,
the
so
academy was gonna be happening.
in the Liquid Discordia, if you go down, do you see the tab that says LSPD?
Okay.
Okay, right under that tab should be LSPD portal. Okay? At the very, very top, there should be something that says LSPD portal in blue bold letters. You see that?
Yes.
Okay,
Hey,
click on that.
104, can you meet me outside the meeting room, please?
And then it'll bring you to a different page. and then go ahead and click on the SOP tab.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Now, is everyone situated?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, man.
All right. So let's go ahead and get this started. My name is Hannah Rose. My badge number is 174. To my left is Lexi Hart. Her badge number is 172. And the gentleman that was also to her left, that is...
Jonas Miller.
Jonas Miller. His badge number is 366, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then to my right was Cole Green, badge number 104. He is the Academy Director here for the LSPD. Okay? If you have any questions or concerns, you guys can bring it up with him or myself. Okay?
Alright.
Sounds good.
Cole.
What happened?
Introduce yourself.
Oh, my name is Cole Green, Commander. I'm also the lead of the FTO program and the Academy, so yeah.
Alright, perfect. So, we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So, if you guys can scroll down to Chapter 1, I'm just going to read and you guys can follow along to the best of your ability. Okay? So, the Commissioner's vision, this policy establishes standards of conduct that are consistent with the values and mission of all law enforcement departments and are expected of members. The standard contained in this policy are not intended to be an exhaustive list of requirements and prohibitions, but they do identify many of the important matters concerning conduct in addition to the provisions of this policy. Members are subject to all provisions contained in this manual, as well as any additional guidance on conduct that may be how do you pronounce that?
Disseminated.
Thank you. By this office or member's supervisor. Operating procedures will be conducted in accordance with LEO instructions, tactics, techniques, and procedures, and supervisory guidance. The department's rule outline how this will meet guidance and the command's vision as a functioning department. The rules issued by the City of Los Santos government will always take priority over any internal procedures department. Ensure you are following the SOPs of each specialized unit, as they may change more frequently than the department's SOPs. All SOP violations will be thoroughly investigated by the Internal Affairs Office and punished accordingly by the District Attorney's Office or the respective command team of said department. Does anyone have any questions about that?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Perfect. All right, so if you guys scroll down one more, we have our rank structure. For the LSPD, you have Commissioner, Deputy Commissioner, Chief, Deputy Chief, Commander, Captain, Lieutenant, Sergeant, Corporal, Senior Officer, Officer, and Recruit. And you guys can also see there in that diagram, it also has a list of the rank structures for your respective departments. Okay? So, who knows what the chain of command is? All right. What's your name again, sir?
Florida man.
Florida man. All right. Can you explain to me what the chain of command is and why it's important to follow it?
Best way I can describe chain of command is like a pair of stairs, like you're walking up them. So, we're right now at the bottom floor. So in order to get to the top, you got to climb to the next step. So that would be if you go in the order of the recruit. If you're going, the next step would be officer, and then senior officer, and so on and so forth all the way to the top. And typically you can't skip steps because you got them short legs. So you got to keep going up to the person above you. If there ain't no person above you, you go to the next person that would be in their place. And typically you just want to, give all your trials and tribulations to them so they can disseminate it to the correct person so that they get the correct information and they're not bothered by, us little ones.
Perfect. Does anyone have any questions about that?
No, ma'am.
All right, perfect. We're going to keep moving on. just going to read over some of the things that involve the chain of command. So, the authority within the chain of command. Commissioners and supervisors possess the authority to issue orders to all subordinate personnel within their chain of command. When orders are issued to personnel other than immediate subordinates, all intermediates in the chain of command will be informed as soon as practicable. So the authority outside of the chain of command. Personnel will attempt to limit their orders to subordinate individuals outside their chain of command. Recognized exceptions that authorize orders to be issued to individuals outside of the chain of command include the following examples. Situation 1.2.6.1.1. Situations in which personnel are vested with staff authority over a specific function for which they are responsible beyond the chain of command to which they are assigned. Such persons are authorized to issue orders narrowly related to the proper execution of the function for which they are responsible. Such orders may be issued to employees outside of the chain of command and may even be issued to employees of superior rank. Whenever such functional orders are issued, the entire chain of command of both the employee issuing and receiving the order should be notified of the order as soon as possible. For example, personnel assigned to the training unit who are responsible for the proper completion of department-wide training are authorized to issue orders to persons of any rank throughout the department when the orders specifically concern the training function for which they are responsible. Does anyone have any questions?
No, man.
Right.
No, ma'am.
Perfect. So, command during emergencies / ongoing incidents. 2.8.1. Command of all police personnel assigned to the scene of an emergency or ongoing incident will be assumed by the senior sworn individuals on the scene, regardless of assignment. The senior officer will supervise until the arrival of a counterpart of equal rank from the command handling the incident or until the arrival of a higher command who assumes control of the scene. Any officer assuming the command at the scene of an emergency will inform the person being relieved of the superior officer's intent to assume command and will then notify the manager on duty in RTO that command has been assumed.
Huge trade deal.
All right.
You're not on it, bro. You know.
Does everyone know and understand what insubordination means?
Yes, ma'am.
I need everyone to participate here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry about that.
I have my mic up because my little one. Yeah.
No, you are completely fine. I completely understand. But so with this academy, I'm really on this day one. I'm really gonna try to call on you guys because I really want you guys to be kind of active, and I'm gonna be asking a lot of questions and making sure you guys understand. Okay, it's nothing against you guys. I understand that you all have your alien life that you have to deal with, and I'm not going to punish you just for that. Okay, so if you can't answer right off the bat, I will figure out another time where I can give you a question to answer. Sound good?
Copy that.
And if we choose not to do it, that would be insubordinate.
Correct. All right. So I'm not going to go over the insubordination since everyone pretty much knows what that means. So the attendance and LOA procedures. All officers must fly in for at least 5 hours per week, with the exception being high and low command. The high and low command must fly in for at least a total of 10 hours per week. Commissioner to second in command is 15 hours per week. Officers who have not flown in for their minimum required hours will receive a 48-hour purge warning after 5 days of being AWOL. High commanding officers will not be in their positions for long if they decide to do just the bare minimum hours consistently. A leave of absence form may be filled out if an officer is not able to fly in for an extended period of time. An approved LOA will excuse you from the required hours for the weeks approved. However, an officer may not file a leave of absence so that they can have their cousins fly in. A leave of absence is for things happening IRL only. All right. We're going to talk about law enforcement authority. All right. So, what, as an officer, what do we have the power to do? Now, I'm looking for a very specific thing with this one.
Ma'am, we have the power to enforce the law as the law is written.
Okay.
And to protect and serve the community.
Okay. All very great answers. But what is one power that we have that we don't ever want to do but will do if necessary?
Put people in jail.
Kill a human being.
Kill a human being. Okay.
But
Putting people...
you go about... Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am.
It's okay. Putting people in jail is just part of the job, right? The last thing we want to do is to take a life.
Copy that.
Okay. The biggest goal we have as law enforcement officers is to come home at the end of the day to our families, correct?
Yep.
Granted,
yes,
we have officers that die every day. The biggest thing we have to remember is we don't seek revenge for the ones that we've lost. Okay? There is time to mourn, there is time to grieve. Revenge is never the answer. Okay? The biggest thing is we want to make sure that we come home to see our families. So, use the power of taking a life as a last resort. Okay?
Nobody's willing to take scene command, and I don't know
When
why would we
at any given time, you should always try to strive to use a less than lethal means of force. And I'll get into that in a minute. Does everyone know what the Miranda rights are?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. One person raise their hand and read me the Miranda right.
I don't know if my hand's raising, but I was trying.
Worst case scenario, we let this guy.
All right, sir, in the far left corner of me.
Oh.
The Miranda right is you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be used against you in the court of law. You have a right to an attorney if you can't afford one. Do you understand these rights that I just read to you?
Okay. So let's expand on that a little bit. So here in this state, this is how the Miranda right goes. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law, and you have the right to an attorney. If you do not have one, one will be appointed for you, if available, by the state of San Andreas. Do you understand these rights as I have read them to you? That is how we should read the Mirandization right. Does everyone understand?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I read a little fast.
It's okay. It happens. All right? But we have to make sure, because within this city, the way that we process people, once their charges have been taken, we take them over to DOJ. When we are given their Miranda rights, they have the right to a phone call and a fair trial and a lawyer if one is available to represent them. Okay? So we have to make sure that we protect their rights as citizens first. All right?
Just copy that.
Okay. So let's back it up a little bit to police officers' powers. Okay? So there are 5 levels of the let me find it here. So there are 5 levels of the use of force. Does anyone know what those 5 levels are?
I know of 6 of them.
I only need 5.
Could I give you 6 and you tell me which one don't belong?
Sure.
So you have visual presence, meaning you pulling up and people seeing police. You have verbal presence, meaning you walking up and talking to them, saying, hey, stop doing that. You then have restraint of force, which would be like your handcuffs, your pepper spray, such. You then have your physical force, putting them in like arm bars, hand locks, stuff like that, pain compliance. You then have defensive force, which don't all make no sense because at that point you're just using fisticuffs and punching people. And then you have deadly force after that.
Okay. So you're right and you're not necessarily wrong, but you're not necessarily right either. Okay? You are right with the first three. Okay? So you have your officer presence, your voice, your hand-to-hand combat, okay, which also ties into handcuffs, batons, tasers, and pepper spray, right? Those are all less than lethal. Why do you guys think I say less than lethal versus less lethal or non-lethal?
Because
Anyone?
it takes multiple hits for it to be lethal.
Correct. Anything can be lethal. Can a baton be lethal?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Oh, certainly.
Can pepper spray be lethal?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. A taser can also be lethal, depending on if someone has a heart condition. So we always want to make sure we say less than lethal, not less lethal. Alright? Because a less than lethal option can still be a lethal option. Alright? So, continuing on with the use of hand-to-hand combat. We have our less than lethal option. Tasers, batons, pepper spray, right? Then we have our fifth option, which should be our last resort option, lethal. Alright? In this state, we have Class 1s and Class 2 firearms available. Okay? As a officer, as a recruit, you will only be able to use Class 1s. The only time you will receive Class 2s is if a high-ranking member deems you fit to be able to carry a Class 2 weapon. And you also have to be at a certain rank to be able to carry that Class 2 weapon. Everyone understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. The next thing we're going to go on to is identifying the type of person that we are dealing with either on a traffic stop or out in public. Alright? Does anyone know what the 4 identifiers are when dealing with the public? Alright. So the 4 things that we look for. You have passive compliant, passive resistor, active resistor, and active aggressor. Your passive compliant person is an individual who recognizes the authority of the officer who is complying with all verbal commands by the officer. Your passive resistor, an individual who refuses to follow all verbal commands but does not resist attempts for an officer to apply physical control, example, holding their arm. An active resistor, an individual who refuses to follow all verbal commands, resists attempts for an officer to apply physical control, and does not attempt to harm the officer. Alright? Active aggressor, which is primarily 90% of what we see in this state. An individual who refuses to follow all verbal commands, resists attempts for an officer to apply physical control, and is attempting to harm the officer or others. Examples are using a weapon, punching, kicking, anything that they can use to get away from you, they will do it. Alright? There's a lot of bad criminals out here, and they don't have a second thought to kill you. It happens to all of us. Okay? So, we have to remain vigilant at all times. Be aware of your surroundings. Understand and identify the type of person you are dealing with. Because if you pick up on the wrong identification, that could be your life. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. Does anyone know what the ask, tell, make method is?
Hold on I'm gonna shoot my shot at this. Ask is see if they had a weapon out. You ask them, right, and then you tell them, It's kind of like 3 strikes, you're out.
Okay. Yes and no. So let me take Lexi here for an example. Right? Let's say I'm on a scene, okay, and she's in a criminal vehicle, okay? She pulled up, and we're on an active scene. I tell her, ma'am, you need to leave the area. This is an active scene. If she does not comply with the lawful order, I will ask one more time, okay? Ma'am, you need to leave the area. This is an active scene. Because there are times where what? Someone just doesn't hear you, right? It happens, all right? So it's always best to give someone a second opportunity to comply with a lawful order, okay? If they still don't comply with that lawful order, you tell them, ma'am, please remove yourself from the area. This is an active scene. If you do not remove yourself from the scene, I will be taking force to remove you from the scene. Okay? If they still do not comply with the lawful order, that is when you make them comply. Now, when you make someone comply, lethal force is not authorized. You must use less than lethal force unless they have used lethal force themselves. Remember, we match force with force. If someone's coming up running at you with fists, you fight them back with fists, or less than lethal. The only time you bring out a gun is if they bring a gun themselves. That make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Copy that.
All right. Let's keep scrolling down. Let's see. All right. So, how many of you have already been through DOC and have learned somewhat how to use the MDT?
I have a prior like had a prior life.
Okay.
So I know about all of it.
And that's
Oh,
awesome.
shit.
You know,
Sorry.
experience is everything. Okay? So, by a show of hands, how many people have experience in the MDT system? 1, 2, 3, 4. Corn, are you raising your hand?
Yeah, I was.
Corn.
Corn.
Okay. Flex your B muscle, and
Got
that
your name,
allows you
son?
to point.
My bad.
That's what I was doing, but it still wasn't working.
Okay, it may be the type of way you're sitting in the chair that's not allowing you to do it properly.
No, he just got to look to his left or his
If
right.
you third eye the chair, you can sit in it a lot better.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Okay.
I can do things. I'm
Yay! Good. Okay. So, most of you guys are familiar or somewhat familiar with the MDT system, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So you guys know how to basically send someone off to jail and make sure that the reports are written and stuff like that, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
So,
I will need a refresher. It's been some time.
So
Things are different now, I'm
your
sure.
DOC officers will be helping you with that as you guys progress in DOC. Once you guys make it out of DOC, you guys will be getting with an FTO, and your FTO should be helping y'all with writing reports and setting up fines and everything else. All right?
Copy that.
Perfect.
Okay.
So, when you guys are writing reports, we have to make sure that these reports are written thoroughly with detail and descriptors. Okay? The thing with the DOJ, if the report that you write is not substantial evidence enough for the DOJ to accept the charges, they will drop the whole entire case. So you have to make sure you give a detailed summary of everything that happened. Evidence, all of it. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Copy that.
All right. If someone is put out on bond, okay, we have to make sure that we put an ankle monitor on them so that way we can track them if they do go to trial. And
I
if they try to
apologize, ma'am.
run-
I gotta stand here for a second while I eat.
You are completely fine. If any of you guys need to eat, let's go ahead and do that now real quick.
Oh, thanks for...
I'm actually I was supposed to have someone bring me food because when I flew in, all mine was done.
Yeah, I was told there was gonna be punch and pie.
You got her?
Alright. If you
I
guys
heard coffee
need
and
food,
cake.
come on up here. I can give you guys a little bit of what I got. Hey,
some food.
Okay.
I think this gentleman was sitting on his cell.
I texted Gage, but I think Gage got caught up doing something.
Florida man, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I
Okay.
appreciate it.
There's that.
Can I do some reports, by the way, right quick?
Yeah, go right ahead.
So just to add on a little bit to what Hannah was saying about the reports and the way DOJ likes it, we have a whole template that we can use. When you do get to your prospective location, you'll be able to look at it and utilize it, and it's gonna help a lot with any issues with DOJ.
Who am I giving this food to?
Thank you.
Me, please.
Can I add something?
Yeah, what's up, Jason?
Gary. Gary's.
Yep.
Call me Jason.
Shut up. Shut up.
So when she mentions evidence, make sure, like pictures, casings, blood splatter, fingerprints, GSR test. Make sure you know who they're coming from, so we can put that on that person, and you have enough of it. Because they will throw it out. They have thrown out one of mine, so you'll know.
I gotta do my thing.
Evidence,
Okay.
evidence.
Right. Leroy, can you do me a favor?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you figure out what restaurants are open and grab some food for everyone?
Yeah, right now I think it's just Burger Shot.
Can you grab some food and some drinks for everyone, please?
Yes, ma'am. On the way.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I told you
Jonas.
he was crabby.
Jonas.
Alright, is everyone good on food and drink right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am, if it's okay, I'm gonna test something real quick.
You're not gonna kill me, are you?
No. Radio.
Okay, let's go ahead and try it. That's a negative.
Okay. I'll just sit in my chair.
Okay.
I'm all alone.
Lexi,
Great.
Jonas, are you guys ready to continue?
Yes.
Alright, perfect. So while Leroy is out grabbing some food and drinks for everyone, let's go ahead and continue this. Actually, that reminds me, let me eat real quick before I starve to death.
Please do.
That would be a shame.
I don't want to hear it.
We've all seen Jonas starve to death. That's okay.
No, he's talking about me.
What?
I actually starved
I've
during
seen
my
that
interview.
a couple times now, hasn't it?
Oh, whatever you
Said he
hear
starved
about me,
during his
that's all
interview.
lies.
Damn, that's tough. That's crazy. You're not getting
No.
paid enough?
It's one hell of a
No,
first
he
impression
doesn't.
there.
It was actually, so let me tell you, it was Hannah's fault.
Oh. Damn.
Alright. So now we're going to get into some case law. Alright? Does anyone know what case law is?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So case law is
Talk about
what
like Counter-Strike?
allows... No.
Oh.
Case law is what allows us officers to have the authority that we have. Alright? So, some of the case law... Alright, let me pull it up here. Give me a second.
Well, what page are we on?
I'm kind of going back and forth between in the SOPs and stuff that we are going to be adding in. So, there are going to be some things that I'm going to talk about that you guys probably will not have in are currently going to be implemented in the SOPs soon. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Copy that.
So, let's go over some case law. All right? Pennsylvania versus Mims. An officer on a traffic stop can order the driver out of the vehicle at any time and pat them down for weapons. Why is that? Why do we have the authority at any point in time to make someone step out of the vehicle to search them for weapons?
For our own and for other people's protection.
Good. I like that. All right. So, Maryland v. Wilson. An officer on a traffic stop can order the passengers out of the vehicle at any time and pat them down for weapons. Same thing as Pennsylvania versus Mims, right? For our protection and for the safety and protection of the civilians around us. Okay? Brendlin v. California. An officer on a traffic stop can order the passengers to stay inside of the vehicle during the traffic stop as they're considered detained or seized as well as the driver. Now, why is that? Why would we want someone to stay inside the vehicle?
Again, for protection. For protection of ourselves and others. For we don't know exactly whether the other individuals have anything on them, as well as we may be alone or with one partner. There may be multiple people in the car, 4 or 5.
Okay.
Also, so we know where they are at all times.
Okay. So, can that law all kind of have a gray area with it?
Yeah.
In what way?
It's black and white.
No. So, okay. So that law has a little bit of gray area in it. And the reason for that is because if you order the passengers to stay inside the vehicle, you haven't searched them. You don't know what they may or may not be hiding, right? What happens if you come up on a traffic stop, you get next to the window, and you have 3 guns pointed at you? Okay? We have to make sure that we stay vigilant. If you feel something is eerie or something is wrong, always call for backup. There is no shame in having assistance on a traffic stop, no matter how big or small the traffic stop is. Alright? Us as officers, we have each other's backs for a reason. We know how bad these streets can get. We look out for one another. We care for one another. We save each other's lives some days. That's what we're here to do.
I have a question about this case law.
Yes, sir.
Why do all these states hate these people?
I don't think it's necessarily they hate these people. It was case law that at the time of the case being done, these laws were never put into place. And because of things that happened is the reason why how we have these case laws today. It's for officers' protection. It's for the civilians' protection.
All right.
Because we have protocols, we have procedures and guidelines that we have to abide by. Because if we didn't have the case law, cops would be allowed to just run rampant and do whatever the hell they wanted. For any reason. So that's why we have case law.
All right.
Okay? So, Tennessee versus Garner. If you guys were in city last night during the PR meeting, you guys might have heard Tennessee versus Garner being brought up. A police officer may use deadly force to prevent the escape of a fleeing suspect only if the officer has good faith belief that the subject or suspect poses a significant threat of death or great bodily injury to the officer or others. Now, as far as you guys understand, it's actually illegal to shoot someone in the back, correct?
Not necessarily. Not in Florida.
Yes, in
Okay,
a lot of states
just
it is.
humor me. It's illegal to really shoot someone in the back.
All right.
Yeah, they have to be facing you, so
Correct.
it's more of a harm.
This law allows us to shoot a person in the back if you believe beyond a reasonable doubt that the individual possesses the ability to either harm the officers or the civilians in the immediate area. Okay? Now, like I said earlier, our goal is not to take a life. That's the last thing we want to do. But we will do it if we absolutely have to. It's not because we want to, it's because of everyone else out there. That's why we do it. To protect those who cannot protect themselves. Alright. Chimmel versus California. If a person is arrested, the police officer can perform a warrantless search on their person in the area within the arrested person's control where they could have hidden or destroyed evidence or retrieved a firearm from, also known as search incident to arrest. Okay? Terry v. Ohio. Does anyone know what this case law is called?
Yeah, that's a Terry search, right?
Terry frisk. Good job.
Frisk, yeah. Like a cat.
So, a police officer may perform a pat-down on a person that they believe has committed, is committing, or is about to commit a crime, and has a reasonable belief that the person may be armed and dangerous. So, when is a Terry frisk allowed?
When the perpetrator's detained.
Okay. I'm looking for a specific wording here. The wording is reasonable suspicion. Okay? You have to have a reasonable suspicion to be able to Terry frisk someone. That does not mean that they are under arrest. That means that they were in the vicinity of somewhere and you do not have all of the evidence to conclude that you have a probable cause to arrest a person. Okay? Your reasonable suspicion with the Terry frisk is gathering information that can lead to an arrest. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Minnesota versus Dickerson. When an officer is doing a pat-down on a person for weapons, but they feel other contraband, and they have enough reasonable suspicion to believe that it is contraband, like being in a drug-heavy area, they can make a warrantless seizure of the contraband. Okay? So if you guys are searching for a weapon on a Terry frisk, and you happen to feel that there's a baggie in this pocket, it might be weed, it might be cocaine, it might be methamphetamine, right? If you are in an area that you believe is a high drug trafficked area, you have enough reasonable suspicion to make an arrest just on the contraband alone. Make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Got that?
Okay. Illinois v. Wardlow. Unprovoked flight or evasive behavior by someone from an identifiable or uniformed officer, as well as being in a high crime area, provide enough reasonable suspicion for a Terry frisk/stop. Alright. Graham v. Connor. In a court of law, everyone should look at the incident from the officer's perspective to deduce if they use a reasonable amount of force given what they observed. So what that basically means is, when you guys are out there on patrol, and you guys are running your body cam footage, which everyone should be running body cam footage when you guys are here at work, okay? When a person from the DOJ looks at the body cam footage, they should be looking at the incident through the officer's perspective to make sure that they had that they pretty much matched force with force. It's pretty much what that is saying. So, for instance, if someone comes running at you with just their fists, should you pull out a firearm?
No.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Match force.
Good. So, what would be the respectable force for someone coming at you with their fists?
Your hands are non-lethal.
No, don't use non-lethal. Less than lethal. So, either your hands or less than lethal force. Okay? Because, again, we have to match force with force. Florida v. JL. Searches cannot be performed based off an anonymous tip. Why is that?
You don't know the credibility of the tip that was given to you.
Good.
And that opens you up for lawsuits, etc.
Good.
You don't have reasonable suspicion.
Good. Alright. Maryland v. King. DNA swabs, fingerprints, photographs, and blood samples of an arrested person can be taken without a warrant. Why is that?
It's our
I'm sorry?
job to do so.
Not necessarily. I mean, yes, it is part of our job to take evidence like that. But what's the real reason why we can do that without a warrant?
Oh, depending on where you're getting the evidence from, it doesn't require imposing against somebody's rights, so they don't have any way of saying, well, I'm going to take you to court. Well, I may have gotten your DNA off of a cup that you left in the trash, public area, public possessions.
Okay.
You may get DNA off of a floor. You may take a picture from a public area. It's not against the law. Yet, you can still utilize it to form and build a concrete case. Or lead up to reasonable suspicion that this person is involved in
It wouldn't be
XYZ.
reasonable suspicion. It would be probable cause.
Probable cause.
Because all the evidence that you collect leads to the probable cause of finding the person guilty being at the scene of the crime. Okay?
Copy that.
Reasonable suspicion is you're investigating information to lead to an arrest.
Oh, does anybody have any food by chance? Not to interrupt.
Where the hell is Leroy?
It's gonna be too late.
Do we need to call EMS?
Copy that, ma'am.
Alright.
I'm gonna be taking a nap.
Everyone sit down in your seats. Everyone sit down in your seats.
I was gonna give him food.
It's too late.
He's all tuckered out.
174 to EMS. Can I get you guys over to MRPD up in the office area? I have a recruit that is down. We're in the middle of academy, and they've starved to hunger. Yes, they really
Look who just walked in.
Hey, firm. Leroy, you're a little too late. Thank you.
I just put it at 311 for you.
Yep, where?
So pretty much what you're saying is reasonable suspicion is the step before probable cause?
Mm-hmm. See, okay.
He starved because you took too long.
Just take... Bro,
he's taking a nap.
I got food for 8 people. What do you think it was going to take?
It wasn't fast enough.
You know
Leroy.
what? You know what? You don't get any now.
You know what? That's crazy.
I still love you, though.
That's crazy.
Bullshit.
Beat you up for that food.
Fucking want to see you try.
Oh, wait, clap.
Bet you won't hit him.
No, I don't. Damn, you're lucky I don't have my one-hit wonder.
Yeah, okay.
You're lucky I can't gun butt you.
Uh-huh.
You know when people have killed in close combat because I gun butted them to the forehead?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I beat Johnny Sins down, and then I shot him in the face.
You know what, man? If I didn't have my blueberries here right now, I'd be saying some shit.
We can look the other way, sir.
The example.
Leroy, that hasn't
We
stopped
can
you
just-
before.
We could just go that way for a minute if you want.
No, you guys are good right here.
Oh damn, what's that on the wall over here?
We'll back you up.
What's that? Oh, you think so? Yeah, it's probably these boots I'm wearing, because this shit's getting real deep around here, bro.
You know what's sad, Leroy?
What's that?
I'm training these blueberries better than you ever could.
You don't get food now either.
That's okay, I already have food.
Yeah, well, I'm taking it. Fuck
Okay, that's fine.
Alright. Alright, who needs food here?
I do.
All of us do.
Okay.
You know someone back there is missing a cat.
It looks like this guy's napping over here, Hannah. Are you sure you
There's a
teaching
missing
him
cat right there on that
Oh,
poster.
I'm teaching him very well.
Why
Over here.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
How'd you do that?
Face down.
Vista este gato.
Hey, how'd you do that?
One more time.
No, how'd you do that?
Vista este gato.
Managed to get your breath to smell like my dick.
It means, why did you
In
eat the cat?
Busca. In the Busca.
It means, why'd you eat the cat?
It's in the room. I follow my.
I didn't eat no cats.
It said you ate the cat right now.
Hey, look at the guy behind us.
What's up?
You can't live life without any fun.
Yeah, dude.
You think he ate the cat?
I think he ate the cat.
Yes, sir.
Alright,
Yes,
man,
sir.
you need food?
Anybody else?
Yeah, he sounded like he ate a cat.
I
Does
need some
anyone
help
need
over
an
here.
IV before EMS leaves?
Can I have one, please?
Yeah, I'll take an IV.
What's in the IV?
Can I get a chocolate IV, please?
Or not.
Thank you.
Hold on, I'll get you food here in a second.
So, did you eat that cat over there?
Yeah, all of a sudden my eyes blinked
Yeah, I got you,
and
man.
I was starving.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
How's your night going?
But
It's
before that,
going.
I wasn't.
It's been slow, busy?
Oh no, crazy busy. It's only two of us.
Oh Jesus, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all
I
good.
got an IV now.
I just don't have other command members showing up. It's okay.
Fair enough.
Okay, if you can reach out to
Should probably punish them.
Yeah, probably publish them. Yeah, sure.
Oh, by the way, did you eat that cat?
What cat?
Eat that cat on the paper right now. Vista este gato.
Thank you.
I can barely read it.
Oh no, he's got to leave.
Yeah, it's past my bedtime.
Anyways,
And Busca.
have a good night.
Oh,
Have a
man,
good one,
go to
son.
sleep.
Hey, excuse me.
What's happening? Is that Cletus?
Hey, can I
Wait,
get
who's
some
this?
help?
Man, what's your name here in front of me?
Cletus, I got you.
I'm
Xena Reese.
Xena, okay. Her call sign is 102.
Like the warrior princess.
547.
Oh, in my eyes, when I go to give you food, it says 102.
That might be your favorite number.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Okay, that makes so much
Where
sense
the
now.
hell did you
All right,
go?
who else
Hey,
needs food?
can I get some help, man? I was
right
supposed to
here.
reapply for PD.
You're very welcome.
Did you
I've
find
been
Any
most
food?
appreciative,
Yeah,
yeah.
they said wait 6 weeks and just come back.
Where's Lexi?
Y'all owe me $3 million, by the way.
Let me call someone for you. I got
Yeah, I think it was
you're gonna be
Jimmy
waiting
that
a
was
while.
handling it or someone else.
Yeah, I'll give you
No,
an eye.
weird.
How much?
That's all right,
How
I
much
got
was
time.
it?
It was 20K total. I'm not worried about it.
I was gonna say, I mean, I got a little bit. Of
I'm not
so
worried about it. I got $4 in the bank.
Thank you.
Department or even the.
I was gonna say, bro, I had to buy your pistol.
Yep, I was reading. I was
Yeah, you
reading-
got me there. You got me there. Yeah, I'm horrible poor.
Oh, you're good.
Can I have your number?
Just craziness, crazy.
Her number or my number?
Your number.
Cletus,
Do what?
did you fill out an application already?
No.
He apparently said he does verbal applications.
Maybe she flew out. I don't know.
HR saying it doesn't work like that.
Wait, what about HR?
I mean, it wouldn't be too
Well,
bad of
apparently
an
he got
idea.
told by HR that he can come in.
The way I don't have to use coal for everything.
It was John Doe or something. I don't know who it was.
Oh, these are people downstairs talking. Jesus Christ.
Apparently he spoke to HR. I'm only the messenger here, Jimmy.
Jimmy Jr. and Jimmy.
Sounds good.
I will.
I want to say love you, Jimmy, through the floor. But
No worries.
busy.
Well, get here when you can. Alright, bye.
He already said your name. No, you already said your
You
name.
go
That's what I
and
told
head
him.
for.
Yeah, if
something
everyone,
with the
let's
demon?
go ahead and take like a 5 to 10 minute break real quick. If you guys need to do something
Don't
in
do
head,
that.
go ahead and do
No,
that
fuck
now,
you
and
not.
then we'll reconvene back here at
Nope, he's requesting your presence. I don't know if he's,
23:30 East or 23:35 Eastern
Doing
time.
what? Doing with what?
Copy that.
You doing alright, Leroy?
Oh, fucking great.
Sir, quit being difficult. I'm not being
You missed
difficult.
some really good information. WDOC, good job.
Hello?
You getting in?
Yeah, are you seeing shit?
Seeing what? No, I'm good. Why?
No, for me, I was tripping out for like 1 minute. Here, Omar.
You tripping what? Ew! Look, you hear that old man sound? That was him just moving. That's what old dudes sound like when they move.
And I called Jimmy, and Jimmy didn't give me a straight. Fully the messenger. Yeah, I definitely will.
Tell him I got the Cherry MX keys that I ate.
I think so. What department are you going back to, Cletus?
The food department. I mean, the.
Oh, he said he's going back to the food department.
Any department.
He said any
I
department.
said I want to start the towing shit, man. If you guys didn't do that shit yet. Did you guys start PD tow yet?
He said he talked to Jimmy, but Jimmy's like, I don't know. Jimmy's being Jimmy. Hi.
Hey, man, ask him if I could do the towing department.
Jackson? Yeah, he's been real bitchy about that. I mean, if you have body camera that just... the only thing is that didn't come from me, that came from above me. I only agree with it if he was doing FTO stuff, but,
Hey, I want a job!
Okay, hold up. I'm trying to figure it out for you, Cletus. So, you can't strike him because you're across the... Yeah, I know. But let me call Jimmy and then we can talk more about this. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a day 1 academy, so... God damn it. With who? Oh. I won't. Let me hop into a car again. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Oh, let me call Jimmy for you.
Oh, damn.
All right.
So Tony,
Ain't no
do you
way
remember
he's on my call.
Tony is you can find precious
10-4.
metals and a host of other things with his fashion.
Oh god, I won't go right now.
Shall we find out? Why don't you take that envelope, tear it open, and we'll see. What are you going to do if it is, James? I'm going to have a connection fit. As they say, not in there. Not in there. Start this one. I don't think I'm trying to see up to the light. It's not very easy to see up to the light, but it is possible. No, I'm not seeing immediately. That is, without opening each individual one up. No, I really can't tell.
I don't know.
No. Just leave him alone.
Oh, all right.
Whatever you say.
He's going to have another go. All right, we don't have a lot. Disappeared, Judge.
Maybe there's no $5 bill at all.
Try this one. Here we go. Quick.
Yes, ma'am.
No, not that one either. No, we'll finish there. We'll find it for you in a moment. We'll come back and find it. She's going to tell her the bottom of the close.
Please put
black.
Yes, ma'am.
It was selected
Just trying
face
to
down
figure
at
out
random
my
by
radios all.
It's all good. What?
Nothing more, but.
Oh, God. Leroy.
Dr. Crittner, and all of the other cards in the deck were
174 to
destroyed.
104, what's your 20?
No one in the studio knows what the card is. On the back of this card, there is either a star, a square, wavy lines, a circle,
Currently trying
or
to
a
get
plus.
something dealt with
Saw
for
wavy lines. 42%.
A firm.
Here are the other
Am I good to
percentages.
continue without
11%
you?
saw the star,
Yeah, you are.
16% the square, 21% the circle, and 10% the plus.
All right. So, is everyone ready to continue?
Yes, ma'am.
So, I'm going to finish the rest of these case laws. Then, there's only like a couple more left. And then we're going to be talking about spontaneous utterance, probable cause, reasonable suspicion, how to conduct a 1011 or a traffic stop, and your 1080s and 1070s, which are your vehicle pursuits and on-foot pursuits. Okay? And then we will finish up by... Let's see...
What? No way. I don't know why this keeps on happening, bro, but yeah, can you...
Well, then we'll finish up with our 10 codes, and I think that should be everything that is really important to be covered in day one. Okay?
Alright.
Yes, ma'am.
After class, can I talk to you?
Of course. If anyone wants to talk to me after class, you guys are more than willing to. Okay?
Well, we can hear their
Okay.
class from here.
Alright. Perfect. Leroy, shut up.
Hey, I'm here trying to learn.
Hey, man, some orange-haired guy passed out here.
Alright.
MRP.
So let me finish up the
Stand
case
through it.
law real quick. Let me
I
pull
don't know
it
if he
back
himself
up
or not.
here. Alright, where did I live off? Maryland versus King. Alright, so the next one is going to be Map versus Ohio.
Three
Evidence
chicken breasts,
obtained illegally cannot be used
tomatoes,
in court. Why is that?
5 burgers, 3 number 2s, fries.
Legal search and seizure.
Good. Illegal search and seizure.
Hey, I'll take
Anything that is illegally obtained is inadmissible. The judge will not accept any evidence obtained that way. Okay? So we have to make sure that any evidence that is obtained illegally, including our body cam. Okay? We have to make sure that our body cams are on at all times. If you have evidence on body cams and they are not turned on the proper way, the body cams will be inadmissible and the case will be thrown out. Okay? Wren versus U.S. Traffic violation committed by a driver is a legitimate legal basis for a stop. Why is that?
Cause, yeah.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, so Wren versus U.S. Traffic violation committed by a driver is a legitimate legal basis for a stop.
Yeah,
Why is that?
because they could be putting somebody else in harm.
Okay, good. Yeah, so let's just say, for instance, you are running radar on Old State Elgin Avenue. Okay? The speed limit in the city is what?
My eyes weren't working right, so, and just spawned puke.
Anyone know?
55?
50 miles an hour.
50.
On the highway, I believe it's 80. Is it 100? Okay.
It's all the way up, bro. It's all the way up.
I'm used to a different city being a little different, but anyway.
Yeah, me
so,
too.
Copy that.
So the streets here are 50 miles an hour.
He's HR.
The highway is 100. Okay? If you were running traffic on Elgin Avenue, which is literally right down the road off of San Andreas Ave and Elgin, okay, right there in the Legion Square area.
Hey, can we get in a room? Can we go in a room?
50 miles an hour, and you catch someone, we'll just say doing a 70 and a 50.
What else has happened?
With Ren versus U.S., is that a legitimate reason for a stop?
Absolutely, it's still reckless driving.
Reckless driving.
Anything
right?
over 5 over speed limit, correct?
Yes. Now, I will say there is a difference between being a W cop and community policing. Okay? What is community policing?
Yeah. The walls are very, very thin.
Policing the community.
Okay. In what way?
Vehicle, foot.
What? You're going around policing, but at the same time making yourself approachable, letting the community know that you have their best interests at heart. But at the same time, you're still conducting yourself as a law enforcement officer.
Okay. So, community policing is the system of allocating police officers to particular areas so that they become more familiar with with our civilians. Right? So, community policing is, to summarize it, is basically we're just trying to get to know the people, and we're trying to get the people to know us. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. Okay? We want people to like us. We don't want people to shoot at us. Okay? So we have to make sure that when we are dealing with the public, that we conduct ourselves with as much professionalism and kindness as possible. Okay? I do understand that sometimes when you get on a scene, or you get involved in certain people sometimes, that things can be frustrating. But we have to remember, we cannot let our feelings get the better of us. Okay? They are people just like you and I. Right? We all have feelings. We all have our bad days. Just because they have a bad day or they fucked up once doesn't mean we need to be really harsh on them all the time. Okay? So it's okay every once in a while. I'm not saying doing it all the time, but cutting people some slack. Okay? Like, there's been times where I've pulled over people on a traffic stop. They're doing maybe 10, 15 miles over the speed limit. I don't write them a ticket. I just say, hey, slow it down. Speed limit's 50 miles an hour. Okay? Education is the #1 thing as police officers we should do. Okay? Because sometimes civilians don't understand the law like we do. So it is better to educate than it is to take action. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me get back to where I was. Okay. Hibble versus Nevada. A person is legally required to identify themselves if the police officer has reasonable belief that the person has committed a crime. Okay. When does this law apply to us?
Ma'am, could you restate that again?
Yes. So a person is legally required to identify themselves if the police has reasonable belief that the person has committed a crime. The way it applies is if, let's just say, for instance, you have reasonable suspicion, okay, which is the same thing as having a reasonable belief, okay, that someone was selling drugs down the street and they are in that area, right? You go up and you question them, okay? As a officer, you have the right to ask the person in question to identify themselves legally. Because how do you know who you're dealing with if they don't identify themselves, right? How do you know that the person in front of you doesn't have an active warrant in front of you and you just let the person
just let
go?
know, like, you got to put it in an application, bro.
Okay.
And he kept
So,
trying to be like, well, they
as
told
officers,
me
we have the right to ask the person to legally identify themselves if we believe, if we have a reasonable belief or reasonable suspicion that they have committed a crime.
So I have a question.
Yes.
What if we stalk someone, right, and we know they're not a cop, but they give a cop's name?
Jack.
Okay. Let's rephrase the stalking word, okay? Because stalking is actually illegal. So let's use
Survey.
Or surveillance. Good. What if we are surveying a suspect, right? We don't have definitive proof that they're committing something, right? But you're kind of watching to see their movements. You're seeing what
Ladies
they're
and gentlemen,
doing,
the
right?
card that most of you chose
If they identify
is
themselves
the
as a
square.
cop and you know
And
without
as
a
we
shadow
revealed
of
moments
a
ago,
doubt
a certain
that they are
percentage
not
of
a
the
cop,
audience, 16% of the audience,
that's rule break
saw the
number
square.
one. Failure to present a what's the word I'm looking for, Cole? Failure to identify themselves, failure to present legal form of identification. That's what it is. Okay? Because obviously, if you know that they're not a cop, then it should be a no-brainer that, hey, they just lied to your face saying, hey, I'm this person when they really are not. Okay? So that's reason enough right there to detain them and perform a Terry frisk. Okay? And if you really want to go a step farther, that's probable cause to arrest them for failure to identify. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So, let's go ahead and we are going to move on to spontaneous utterance. Who knows what spontaneous utterance means?
Saying some stuff you don't mean or not know what whereabouts due to like shock or something.
Nope. As an officer, okay, if a criminal comes up to you and they admit that they committed a crime without being read their Miranda rights, that is called spontaneous utterance. When they commit to a crime that they have committed and they spontaneously utter that they have done so. They do not have to have their Miranda rights read to them in order for them to be taken into custody. Spontaneous utterance allows us to arrest someone based on them telling us that they committed a crime. Now, once you do take that person into custody, then you can read them their Miranda rights, and then if they want to say anything after that, that's on them. Because what does our Miranda law say? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law, right? So they have that right to be silent. If they want to say more, they have that right too. But they also know by being read their Miranda right that anything they say and it will be used against them in the court of law. So spontaneous utterance allows us to arrest a person just based on them committing or admitting to a crime that they committed. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What does probable cause, or what is the difference between probable cause and reasonable suspicion?
Reasonable suspicion leads up to probable cause by giving you an idea of looking into something. Perhaps somebody has narcotics paraphernalia, that something that is illegal that you do not know for an absolute fact.
Okay.
But as you phase up, more is collected, which gives you
Probable cause.
Everybody hear me okay?
Yep, we can hear you just fine.
Sorry about that, my yep.
Okay. So, I'm just going to read you guys the definitions of the two real quick. Alright? So probable cause is defined as having sufficient reason based upon known facts to believe a crime has been committed or that certain property is connected with a crime. Okay? Probable cause provides law enforcement officers the ability to make an arrest without a warrant. A search without a warrant receives property in the belief that the items were evidence of a crime. It is the reasonable amount of suspicion supported by circumstances sufficiently strong to justify a prudent and cautious person's belief that certain facts are probably true. Probable cause consists of stronger evidence compared to reasonable suspicion. Examples of stronger evidence: plain sight, victim statements, also hearsay. Now keep that in mind. Can hearsay be dropped in court?
Yes.
Why?
Oh.
It's third party.
Yeah.
Okay, it's third party, right? You have one person saying one thing, you have one person saying another thing, and it's not going anywhere. That's hearsay, right? The judge will throw that case out in a heartbeat. Okay? Probable cause is the logical belief supported by facts and circumstances that a crime has been, is being, or will be committed. And it's also enough to detain and arrest a suspect. Okay? Reasonable suspicion is defined as reasonable presumption that a crime has been, is being, or will be committed. It is a reasonable belief based on facts and circumstances. Reasonable suspicion can be based on a police officer's training and experience. Okay? Has anyone got any questions about that?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
In Terry v. Ohio, the court ruled that law enforcement officers can briefly detain a person if, based on the officer's relevant training and experience, there is reasonable suspicion that a person has committed a crime, is currently engaged in criminal activity, or plans to commit a crime. Alright. Now we're going to move on to the 1011s and the 1080s and 1070s. Okay? So with a 1011, alright, traffic stop. What is the first thing you do when you are initiating a traffic stop?
Go over radio and let them know
Correct.
that you're initiating a traffic stop.
All right. So, the first thing you do is you get on radio. And I'm going to give an example.
174. Going to be northbound Elgin Avenue with a purple in color two-door vehicle. Black is 123 Alpha Bravo 45. No additionals needed at this time. Or no 32s needed at this time.
Either or will work. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That is how you give a clear, concise, brief RTO, radio transmission. Okay?
And,
yeah, go ahead.
And always park in the right position, at least 2 cars away.
Yes and no. So, you can be kind of up next to the vehicle. However, you have to position your vehicle in a way to where it is safe for not only you, but the person you are pulling over. So if you are pulling someone over, instead of being directly behind them, you turn your vehicle out to the left or to the right, depending on how the vehicle is oriented. Okay? So if you are on the right side of the road, I mean, it would be the same regardless. But anyway, so if you're pulling them over and they're pulling over to the right-hand side of the shoulder, your vehicle comes up behind them and points out to the left. That blocks traffic in that immediate lane next to you.
Incorrect.
To make sure that you or the person you're pulling over does not
Our
get
last
hit.
guest tonight believes that by looking at a photograph, she can tell us something
Also,
about the person in that photo,
when you are
including
getting
whether
out
or
of
not
your
that
vehicle
person
during
is
a
alive
traffic stop,
or dead.
do
Agnes
not
Herder-
walk in front of your vehicle and in between both vehicles. Why?
Because if someone hits your car, you're going to get smacked, or if they decide to be rude and back up, you're going to get smacked?
Exactly. When
Hell
you get out of your vehicle, you walk out behind your vehicle and you wrap around to the right-hand side of the vehicle at all times. So the last thing we need is someone to get hurt because they walked in between vehicles. All right?
Copy that.
Yes, ma'am.
Nothing is worth your life here, guys. Keep that in mind. When you walk up to the vehicle, you first state your name. Hi, I'm Hannah Rose. I'm with LSPD. Can I get your license and registration? Now, why did I ask for the license and registration first?
So that you know who they are and to make sure the vehicle belongs to them.
Okay. There's another reason for that.
To make sure that their paperwork's are valid.
There's another reason.
It also gives you the opportunity to see if there's any other equipment in open sight, and you see where their hands are moving, and it gives a clear intent in the event that they may be hostile.
Okay. The main reason why I asked for that information first. When I receive that information, if they decide they want to run from me, I already have their information. I can put out a warrant. Evading from police and reckless endangerment of a motor vehicle. All right?
All right.
Always ask for identification first. If they don't have it, 9 times out of 10, a lot of the criminals here don't have their license and registration on them. So you've got to try to become clever. Okay? After you've received that information, if they are still there on the traffic stop with you, once you've received that information, that is when you tell them the reason for the stop. I've pulled you over because I caught you doing a 70 and a 50. Is there a reason for your speed today? All right?
Yes, ma'am.
That is how you initiate a traffic stop. Now, when you get with your FTOs, they will be able to teach you more in depth about traffic stops, 1080s and 1070s, and everything else that has to do with this job. Okay? With a 1080, right? It's very, very quick, and you have to be very, very precise and quick with your radio transmissions.
174 going to be on an active 1080. We're going to be going eastbound San Andreas Ave. Vehicle is a 2-door white and colored vehicle. Last 4 license plate is going to be 0012.
See how quick that was?
Yep. Uh-huh.
All of the necessary information was given in a very short transmission. And what did I say? My badge number to identify who I am, what I'm doing, the description of the vehicle, what direction am I headed. Those things right there gave all the officers that heard that transmission the ability to attach themselves to that chase and be able to assist in the arrest, if possible. Okay? And it's the exact same thing when you're doing a 1070, a foot pursuit. Identification, description, location. Make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Leroy.
Just being respectful, man.
Uh-huh. You being respectful, that's cute.
I am cute, thank you.
You wish.
Oh, I know. Anyways, let's continue.
Alright, we're gonna go over 10 codes and then we will be done.
Have you made it yet?
Okay? So let me pull up 10 codes here.
That would be like the calling out 1011 or 1050 or whatever like that.
Correct.
Question.
Yes.
When it comes to the 10 codes that you're about to bring up, is it like the red highlighted ones in our SOPs, or is it going to be like an overall on the 10 codes?
So we primarily use the ones that are in red, Leroy, but there are some others that use the other 10 codes as well. So just because some things are highlighted in red doesn't mean you guys need to know all of them.
Yes, ma'am. So you're saying like the reds are like the really important ones?
The really important ones that are primarily used.
Yes, ma'am. Okay,
Like
thank you so much.
1011, 1070, 1099.
Yep. Okay, here's a good question. What is the difference between a 1099A and a 1099B?
A is officer down, B is needing help from EMS after it being over.
No. So they are both the exact same thing. No, Leroy.
God damn it.
A is just signaling you need more backup.
Blueberries opportunity. Okay. So a 1099A is an officer is down and needs immediate emergency response. A 99B is an officer needs assistance, get here ASAP. Does that make sense?
Pretty much the same thing.
Go ahead, Leroy.
So like 99A is like...
Kind of like what? You broke up.
That's the biggest headache I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
assistance. Just like, you know, I've been taken hostage. It's an
You're gonna have
immediate...
to repeat all that all over again because you broke up.
You know?
You're Gucci now.
I'm Gucci now?
You're Gucci, like sushi.
I love sushi.
I hate
So
sushi.
99...
Hey, officers, can I get a hand up here, please?
Anyways, 99A. 99A is like, I need immediate assistance right now. You know, I'm being taken hostage. You know, I've been downed and still an active scene. Whereas like a 99B is like, hey, I got low blood sugar. I flew through my windshields. I'm in a random position. It's code 4. Like, we need assistance, but it's not as immediate.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. So, we just went over the 1099s, right? Here's some other ones that we use that are pretty important. 1050 is a vehicle accident, alright? Your 1041 is beginning of your duty. 1042 is your end of duty. Your 1032 is always going to be in need of backup or assistance. Your 1023 is you have arrived on scene. Okay? 1020, what's your location? 1015 is en route to station. 1013, officer down. 1011, traffic stop. 10-7, 10-8, in and out of service. 10-4, affirmative. Everyone should know what 10-4 means. Okay. What does code 5 mean?
Felony.
Good. Felony traffic stop. Code 4.
Scene's
Everything's
clear.
all good. Scene's under control. What does code 3 mean?
Code 3 is lights and sirens response.
Good. And so what would code 2 mean?
Respond with lights and immediate sirens.
Intermittent.
Intermittent, yeah, I apologize.
So basically, code 2, right, you're able to run lights. When you're coming up to an intersection, you better be clearing that intersection with sirens. Okay? So with a code 2, when you're coming up to an intersection, you're running lights, you're hauling ass. When you're coming up to the intersection, you better slow down, clear the intersection, look both ways with your sirens to make sure no one's coming, and then you proceed. Okay? Code 1, standard
normal
patrol.
response.
Standard patrol, no lights, no sirens. Code 0, you had
a massive
pass
headache.
out.
A massive headache. Yep. Alright. Signal 11's running radar. Signal 60 is drugs. And Signal 100. Who knows what Signal 100 means? Without looking at their codes. Signal 100 means hold all but emergency traffic. So if someone comes over radio and says Signal 100 is in effect, means you better not talk unless someone asks you a question that started the Signal 100. Yes, Leroy.
I have a question. So if we're in like a hostage situation or a situation where like our life is feared, would it be better to put in a B or an A?
A B.
And why is that?
So an A, okay, a 99A, if it I can't do a demonstration on a 99A, can I? Folks?
Please don't. Yeah, please don't.
I was just,
don't.
Yeah,
You don't want
okay.
PD being full of
Okay,
like
so
class 2s and shit.
when you do a 1099A, you get an immediate alarm through your dispatch saying that an officer is down. When
It's
you
really
do
loud.
a 10,
It sucks.
It really does.
Loud beep beep beep.
With a 1099B, okay, there is no alarm. It is a silent alarm notification on your dispatch. That allows all officers to know, hey, an officer is needing immediate assistance and get as quick as you can without alerting anyone else that you have pulled a panic alarm.
Can I add on to that? Hannah?
Yep, absolutely.
So when you're hitting your B, right, 99A's EMS will take their sweet time, because at that point they will be stationed already. But for a B, if you're hitting it to let officers know where you are, I would, switch over to their TAC, let them know, because they do get really mad at us if we don't do that. So just so you guys know.
That's a really good point, actually.
I have a question.
Yes.
So what if we're doing something in a shootout, like what just happened, goes on outside?
So, if you are in an active shootout and you go down, you better pull that 99A.
So if you pull your 99A, EMS won't be mad because they'll know that we'll be there to respond, right? But for 99Bs, that's when we would also respond, but they would also respond at the same time. But if it's like a false alarm, like imagine you hit your B because something was happening to you. Just once that situation's over, I would quickly switch over to EMS and be like, or put in a 311 and be like, hey EMS, it's code 4, ignore the 99B.
Oh, okay.
So to my knowledge, there EMS don't get the 99As. They only get the Bs.
No, they get both. Just like we get both their 99. So if they hit their 99As, we get them. They get our alerts too. They just don't get our like stolen vehicles and all that. They get like our 911. So imagine I hit my A. EMS would be stationed, I would say, either in front of PD down the block by Pizza This, or they would be behind PD just waiting, right?
You're up on the bridge.
Yeah, they'd be somewhere just stationed waiting for someone from PD to hop onto their attack and give them the all clear to move in.
Copy that.
Yeah, but like I said, based on my relative, that's not right.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They only get the Bravos.
Oh, they don't get 9. Oh, I got told they got 99As.
To my family members' knowledge, no, they do not.
Oh shit. Okay.
Well, that is good to know.
I can email them and clarify it, but
Well, let's be real. When a scene's going down, 30 people are hitting their A's all at one fucking time.
So.
And also, if there's any gunshots, they ain't doing nothing anyway. So.
Yeah. So from what I've seen is whenever we hit our 99As, EMS is always down the street already. So
is that because someone's hitting like a 311 or something?
Maybe. It might just be somebody sending a 311, or they might just get notifications that people are going down. I personally don't know.
Lil Combi.
Alright. Oh, is there anything that I am forgetting?
Not that I can think of.
Alright. Does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns?
No, ma'am.
Not this time, ma'am.
This will
No, ma'am.
conclude our Day 1 Academy. If you guys have any questions or need to talk to me about anything, you guys are more than welcome to stick around. But at this time, Day 1 Academy is finished. Thank you guys for attending, and I appreciate it. And be safe out there. Be on the lookout for announcements for Day 2 on Academy.
I have a question for you when everyone's done.
What's up?
Can I talk to you and there's no one else there? Yeah.
554 swapping DLC.
As opposed to saying, oh yeah, I watched the video.
Well, we're a little stranded here because the car got impounded downstairs.
Sorry, Leroy. We're gonna ride on Leroy's back.
I might just have to fly out around.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm. 554 is gonna be 10-7, 10:42. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you for your service, sir.